Good evening. Who's excited for new changes? I know I am. Even though, necessarily these rule changes aren't gonna make the crazy coolest runes in the world for me improve dropping. Um, I'm really excited about this most recent patch and the changes that it means for the game as a whole. Especially a lot of those players that are getting into the game thinking it's a lot of fun, but wanting an opportunity to the hairdo, huh? But love the opportunity. They want the opportunity to deck out their monsters and have fun, you know. So I figured what we do tonight is I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do some normal guild wars, maybe a little bit of arena fun, goofing around in arena, find some fun people to beat up on or lose to in the arena for a few moments, and then I kind of wanted to share my thoughts or talk about the recent rune drop changes that we have, because even though it might not be end game or meta impacting in any way, these rune changes are deep. They run deep. We haven't seen something as impactful to the game since, I don't know, maybe that one change where the scenarios were changed and everybody got a magic night, you know? Remember how like back when I started the game, you didn't get nothing, right? You got Seek and you got the Wind Vagabond. But no magic knight, no elf, no crazy rune sets that you just get for free nowadays. These rune changes are pretty dope, man. What's up, everybody? My Praha 1v4'd your team a week ago. That's kind of absurd. that's kind of well don't attack me in arena then. Or use a different team, right? Use a different team. So really quick, these updates are super cool. Is this going to change the runes that I'm getting? Like, does it change the drop rates of like your really nice 6-star runes? No. Is it going to help you build your crazy 6-star in-game violent set or your crazy awesome in-game, 6-star legendary set for Swift or any of your monsters? No, that's not what this change does. But what this change does do is it gives new players an opportunity to get good runes a lot quicker, and most importantly, and I think maybe this is the key to this change here. Think of it this way, okay? This is the only way I can explain it. All right, here's this change in a nutshell for how it's going to impact the most people. There was a long period of time in this game, probably a good year, where I would play and I would farm and I would play and I would farm, and I couldn't make these crazy beast sets like this. Like say I wanted violent, will, and I wanted crit damage, I wanted attack, and I wanted HP, right? I could not make sets like this because I couldn't get that one slot 6 or that one slot 2 that had the stat that I needed, right? If there's one thing a lot of you guys might be able to relate to, is the drop rate on like really good HP for slot 6 is tough. Okay, it's hard to get really nice slot 6 runes that have the stat that you want them to have, right? The one crazy key thing that this change does is it drastically improves the drop rate of 5-star runes in dragons and giants and necro. And I don't know if you've noticed this in your farming today. I know I've noticed it in my farming today, but crazy good 5-star runes are dropping like mad. Okay, and 1 year ago when I played Summoner's War, a year back, if I got like a crazy good 5-star rune in this slot to drop that was like HPs and had a speed sub, if it was 5-star, even though it wasn't 6-star, I would keep it, you know, because that 6-star one, it's just like it's not coming. You know, it's gonna take another 6 months of farming before I get the 6-star HP with the speed that I want. But nowadays, with these recent rune changes, one could get in here and just get their auto team going for like giants or dragons or whatever. And unlike you could before this patch, you're going to have an opportunity to farm for a few weeks, and you are going to get slot 6 5-star HP runes with speed stubs. They're going to happen. Okay, it's not going to be rare, and you can use those slot 6 5-star legendary HP runes with speed subs, or maybe you're missing slot 2 for speed, or maybe you're missing slot 4 for crit damage. The ability to use these or what are going to now be common runes, common 5-star runes that are going to drop, to use them to fill out rune sets that's going to be something that this new patch is going to allow a lot of people to do when necessarily they weren't able to do before. I might actually end up keeping a lot of these 5-star legend runes that are dropping with the specific stats that I want in those rare slots that are tough to get. Do these changes allow new players to get into the game and get good runes that make sense? Yeah. One of the easy struggles to pinpoint for new players is new players, they get okay runes, but they don't get the right runes in order to make good sets, right? New players aren't going to be making violent will sets, but with these changes, it's going to be much easier to make a 5-star violent will set that's going to be almost as good as stats as a 6-star violent will set, and have the same great uses. And I think that's an amazing change, because it's going to give the opportunity for a lot of players to get in here and not just have good runes, but have really good runes that make sense, right? You can make a Necro team and get you some really bad Mamma Jamma 5-star will runes to fill out will offsets if you're missing will offsets. So yeah, my summation of these new rune changes, I think it's cool because it's going to give a lot of players an opportunity to get better faster, but most importantly, it's going to help a lot of players at the mid game be able to make good sets that make sense. And if somebody wants to be pay to win, they can just give CompToUs money and craft crazy good runes. That's kind of nifty. I want more competition. I love the competition. It's what has made this game fun, you know. A year ago, I could rank really high in arena without much effort, because quite literally, not because I was, you know, any worse or any better than I am today. I think I'm a million times better today than I was last year, but just because there was less people playing the game, less people enjoying the fun, less competition. And nowadays the competition's fun. People are doing some amazing things, and it makes for a lot of fun. Let's jam on some serious guild wars, okay? Let's win some serious guild wars. Let's go beat up on some people in arena. And then I got a couple of scrolls from farming this morning, four mystical scrolls, and we'll see if maybe we'll get a reason to not shave today. And then that'll be the plan for tonight's hangout stream. But the drop rate on 5-star runes nowadays is just pumped up. And I was farming giants pretty much all day, and man, some like really good quality 5-star runes in those rare slots like 2, 4, and 6 were dropping like mad. I was just thinking to myself while farming today, man, I wish I was a new player, because I'd be keeping a lot of this stuff and powering it up. We'll do some crazy fire stuff for the bottom team, and then let's do like more YOLO sets today. We never mess around with YOLO sets. Can we go really fast and just beat up this guy? I think we're okay if maybe our guildmates don't win for us. Let's try a YOLO set on the top one. What do we want to do? Let's go really fast with Bernard. Let's bring Mir. We haven't been playing with Mir for a while. And then let's bring a healer or a cleanser. Should we bring a healer or a cleanser? A healer or cleanser? I think we should bring a cleanser. Okay, because or should we just bring attack buff? No, we got to bring a cleanser. Let's do an animal. Okay, bottom team. So let's just do. Normally I would do 2 fires and a water. Play it safe, but let's do 2 fires. Let's do 3 fires because why not? No, 3 fires. No healer. What's the worst that can happen? They. No. Okay, let's do this. I don't want to lose that fight. Let's do that for that bottom one. The Recon, you bring up a great point. Remember, I did a stream last night and I talked about how if I got Retesh, I wouldn't be too excited because I'm missing like a spare Retesh-esque rune set. Well, you know what? I think if I got into farming dragons, I would probably end up keeping a lot of like crazy good 5-star stuff. Just so I could keep like a spare crazy good beast monk set around if it was needed, right? You bring up a good point. This rune update, gosh, darn you! I normally always. Should we dot him? No, I don't think it matters. I always bring revive for Theo. Okay, it's like a thing. Like you go up against Theo, you bring revive because he's gonna do stupid stuff like that, right? And the first second I don't bring revive for Theo. He does the lovely. I'm gonna get a violent proc and oh, fun stuff. Lesson learned. Bring revive or some sort of like immunity against Theo because he's gonna get a violent proc. And he's going to wipe out your squishy guys if you do that. Immunity? Sure. Do that. And I don't think we need to use collapse yet. Let's kill him. The recon, yes, the rune changes are going to give you and everybody else an opportunity to say, hey, it would normally take me ages to farm that crazy good rune set that I need, and now if I'm willing to compromise and go with some really solid 5-star runes instead, you're going to be able to farm that really awesome rune set in a matter of days, you know, as long as you're pumping the refills. What is your take on Wind Oracle transmogs? Goodness, stop doing that. The only one of these transmogs I really like is the Golem and the Magic Knight. I think the Magic Knight one is smoking hot. Magic Knight transmog is super cool. It's like the Neostone Agent. Remember how a long time ago they took the stop that. Remember how a while back they took the Neostone Agent from us? Like they made a really cool Neostone Agent skin, and then like Disney had some copyright issues or something, and they took away our really cool Neostone Agent skin and gave us a lame one. I like the new Magic Knight transmog because it's very much so reminiscent of that super cool Neostone Agent transmog, the original Neostone Agent skin that we had back in the day that they took away from us. I don't like the Oracle transmogs. I'm never gonna be doing one. I'll say that much. I don't really like the bounty hunter either, to be honest with you. I think they're cool, but they're not as cool as like say Rockstar Rakan or DJ Lucian or the Magic Knight transmog, where she's some crazy hot, you know, ninja chick in a skirt with a katana. I love those chick skirts, katanas. They're awesome. All right, what are we gonna do against the top one? Let's, dude. We are gonna. This is an opportunity. This is an opportunity to. Wait, that's not a Katarina. That's a Camilla. Just go one fire and have Camilla beat on our one fire monster, and then bring Wind Monkey, and then some sort of a healer that Camilla is never gonna bash on, or an immunity. What kind of water monster can we take that would make it fun? Water monster that has wheel runes, so Sierra goes on the water monster. A water monster that has wheel runes that might be able to strip buffs. Do we have one of those? No. No, we don't. We could just bring Anvil again and wait out the wait out the collapse. I don't know. I'm kind of miffed on this one. I kind of just want to outspeed him and blow him up. Let's do that. Oh, but we lost Bernard. Oh no. Can we outspeed him with Megan? No. Oh, goodness. Goodness. Okay, so we'll just do something like this, and we'll play it safe. See, the thing about Miang, though, Sky, is my Miang doesn't have wheel runes, okay? And my Miang is going to get bombed on the first round and wrecked in the face. So I want to bring Miang. She'd be a great fit, but she doesn't have wheel runes on right now. Could we do that just to make it fun? Why not? No healer. Why not? Let's just have some fun. No healer. Chow. Chow's got wheel runes. She's gonna bomb into Chow. Yeah, sure. Why not? That'll work. What do we want to do against the bottom one? Let's see. This is a job for. We let Jeremiah hit on somebody. Or we let Rakan hit on somebody that's kind of like tanky. Or we just straight up go all water. That bottom team's kind of ugly. That's a nasty little bottom team. How about we play it safe on the bottom one, okay? And we do that, and then Anvil on the bottom. We just straight up go all water, and we kill the Orion over and over again. And then at some point we're gonna strip buffs off of Rakan and then just blast him in the face with Chow. Let's do this. This will work. What do you mean by just open the hood and make hair like ninja? Like hair? We are on no shave, no haircut till new Nat 5, which means that there's definitely gonna be a little getting scruffy involved. What is with this? I'm bringing Rakan to these fights, and I'm not even needing to do collapse, really. It's just, it hasn't been necessary. On the first turn, that is. But at least we have it for the second turn. We can do fun stuff with it like that. That'll work. Collapse her. Yes. Okay, we can probably auto the Camilla. Like she's not gonna kill Rakan. He's got a lot of hit points. He's got a healer to back him up. Oh. A Chinese dragon transmog for all of the dragons. That would be kind of cool. I think it'd be a great idea. You know, like a traditional Chinese dragon. That would be pretty cool. I want a dragon transmog where the dragon has armor. I think that would look cool. That's kind of like what makes the golem transmog look really nifty, right? They're all like geared up. It's like a mecha golem. I like the mecha transmogs for like the Bernard and the dogs, so to speak. I like those, and it's kind of the reason why I like the golem one. What if you get really hairy? I don't know. I'm just gonna have to get really hairy until Comtuous gives me a Nat 5. You know, it's just gonna happen. We're gonna be rocking a crazy. We're gonna have to rock like a crazy mustache or something. What in the world? Do not kill my Chow. That was just so mean. Should we heal him? Or should we gotta heal him. Don't you hate it when that happens? A fire monster crits your water monster for like way more ridiculous damage than that happens to me in real-time arena all the time. Perna crits my water guys and I lose real-time arena matches. Or that's what did happen a lot when I was doing real-time arena. It's a ploy to get my wife to buy packs to summon. Could be a secret ploy to get my lovely fiance and soon-to-be wife to what in the world? This is why Rakan's so good, man. This right here. This why Rakan is so good. Who needs any other monster when Rakan can random crit your off element tunes for 30,000 damage? Absolutely nuts. Can I random crit his wind guy for 1,000,000 damage and get some armor break working? I want to get the buff off. And then stall. No. Whatever, I'm just hitting him. I'm putting armor break on him. I don't care. Stop that. Stop it. Give me a violent proc on Chow. Can you give me a violent proc, bro? I just want one violent proc, bro. Just one violent proc. That's all. Just hit him and then violent proc. Okay. That's not a violent proc. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. 4-0, what's the best way to Rune Brandia nowadays? I've heard that she's decent in real-time arena. Who told you that she's decent in real-time arena? Because from my observation so far, I really necessarily wouldn't say that that Brandia is really good in real-time arena. I think that stop doing that. Stop getting crits on my water monster. Can you just stop doing that? Over and over and over again. Now die. That's not a violent proc. Can my child get one violent proc, please? Pretty please. I just want one. Okay, can you Violet proc him and kill him? Yay! Okay, now crit. That's good. Yeah, that's what we need. That's all. That's all. That's all it takes. I would think the Light Serpent, like what Zero Recon said. I think Light Serpent would be better than Brandia in Real Time Arena. The Water Garuda would be better than Brandia in Real Time Arena. Light Garuda would be better than Brandia in Real Time Arena. Who else has got some hit points left? Cold Steel or Ninja Joe? Let's do Ninja Joe. This looks like it would be a little more interesting. Who do we want to play with this round? Let's goof around. I'm in the mood to goof around. Like we got enough swords left. What hit points to all fire monsters, and we'll just pray. We're just gonna pray that Camilla doesn't want to hit. Let's just pray that Camilla decides to leave Wahi alone. Okay, this is a terrible team. I should not bring this against this, but let's do it anyway. Bottom team, should we play it safe? Let's play it safe. And let's bring a water monster that has wheel runes and just go. Or should we just go faster than him and knock back his attack bar? So let's play with Alicia, Poseidon, and Shield Galleon. Okay, and even though they might be able to kill somebody, that's all we need to win. And then top one, we might lose if Camilla decides to hit Wahi. It's a total bad decision, but I want to have fun anyway. Speaking about RTA, do you rather ban immunity or stripper? You ban an RTA based on your strategy for that one specific match. So as a rule of thumb, if you ask somebody that question and they have an answer for you, like a general answer, I think maybe their Summoner's War strategy for real-time arena is maybe kind of a little flawed. You ban on the fly, okay? You see what your opponent is trying to do, and you ban what you need to ban based on the monsters that you have on the field to try to pull off a win. Pride will fall. Hit Chisoon a couple times. That'll work. See, a little bit of luck in our favor, and we'll do okay. Oh no! Don't armor breaker. No. Okay. Good. No. What? Oh wow, that hurt. That hurt really bad. We have our heal though. We gotta heal. Heal. Don't. What? Cleanse. Okay. Who's gonna win? My Rakan and Velajul or the Camilla? I bet you the Camilla wins. Okay. I bet you the Camilla wins. So, do I rather ban immunity or stripper, Kevin? I look on the fly, depending on what the opponent has levied, and I see what I have levied, and I try to make a quick strategy, and I ban either the immunity or the stripper, depending on what I need to ban in order to win. And so it's a judgment call per match, you know? Sometimes the smarter move is to let them have immunity and ban their stripper. And sometimes the decision is to let them have their stripper and ban their immunity. But it depends on the match. I think we got her. Sky, I have a little personal theory, okay? And the personal theory is that there might be a small algorithm in the game where the AI will slightly prioritize targeting for monsters that have lower defense. Not necessarily lower hit points, but lower defense. I just have a common observation over time of playing Summoner's War, that I think for some reason the artificial intelligence, elements aside, okay, because targeting is generally based on elements, but if all elements are equal, the artificial intelligence, it knows what has the lowest defense, and it might prioritize the whatever monster has the lowest defense by just a little bit. You bring up a good point, Zero. Fire Panda needs a simple love change. He needs his first skill to scale with defense in order to be fixed. That's basically it. That's basically all he needs. Let's get a new list. What do you think of Wind Harp Magician? I think I've seen some people use the Wind Harp Magician on arena defenses, and I think now that she's been out for a little while and some time has gone by, I think she's pretty legit. Okay, I think she's better than Delphoy for arena, and in some cases maybe as good as a Chasun, right? The primary thing is her defense and hit points are like through the roof compared to a lot of monsters. When you get her to 6-star, her defense and hit points are really nice. And in a lot of arena defenses, they revolve around some key water monsters and key fire monsters, right? Because you got to chase off Lucian. And one thing that's kind of common in high-end defenses is to put in a really one really tanky earth monster, right? Because you got to have fire monsters to chase off the Lucian, and you might have to have a water monster to add randomness or to give you a speed boost like Orion. And that's one of the things that makes Ritesh so good. He's a really tanky wind monster that also adds armor break, and I think that the Wind Harp Magician is definitely viable, more so because she's super tanky and she's wind and she's got a little bit of immunity and she's got some heals. But the tough thing is, man, skill ups, right? A lot of people aren't going to put Devilmon in a monster like that, and it's going to be a long time before we get a Harp Magician Hall of Heroes, and a lot of times skill ups ends up making or breaking between like a monster's effectiveness. So I think we need some time for the Harp Magician to be in the game for a little bit before they're as cool and useful as they could be. Hey Foro, just finished my Homunculus. Been using him for Dragon's B10, but I'm thinking about changing. Which build do you like more for a late game player? We've talked about this before on the stream a couple of times. I like 2 Homunculus builds, okay? And the reason why I like these 2 builds is because they're really useful in Rift Beast, Necropolis, and R5. Like he can be a role player in Rift Beast, Necropolis, and R5. The builds I like are the one I got right now, okay? Where he's a multi-hitter, okay? But then you get Brand and Armor Break on the 3rd skill, Wind, okay? Or the fire one that goes into Eruption, okay? Multi-hitter on fire, this one right here, and then into Eruption, Okay, so they're multi-hitters, so you can use them on like Dark Rift Beast. You can use him as a really awesome Necro monster, but yet he also does cool crap like add heal block or armor break or brand or debuffs, and he does crazy good damage for Rift boss if you need like a damage monster for Rift. He usable in giants and stuff like that. Don't go with the wind one if you need DPS for Dragon Slayer. Maybe go with the fire one. This one, what are we gonna do against this guy? Just bring like a bunch of counter stuff, right? We just monkey him. Just be like, what? We got monkeys and we got backup. Let's try it. Let's just mess around with this. Monster that you regret feeding. I fed an Orion when I was a noob. Nine-tailed foxes. Okay. There was a time long ago when I had lots of nine-tailed foxes, and I popped the water nine-tailed fox, one of the only few lightnings I've ever gotten on LD. Okay, popped water nine-tailed fox, and I had a bunch of nine-tailed fox skill ups, and not water nine-tailed fox, light nine-tailed fox. I had a bunch of nine-tailed fox skill ups, and I dumped them all into fire and light. Okay, and I foddered away a bunch of water nine-tailed foxes. And I foddered away a bunch of fusion fodder to be able to fuse a whole bunch of wind nine-tailed foxes. And the main fodder that I regret fusing away into nothingness, or when I was an early player, just fusing them away for fodder, were nine-tailed foxes. Okay, because to this day, right now, there's probably no other 4-star monster that I want maxed, fully skilled, decked out more than the water nine-tailed fox. And I can't do it because I don't have skill ups. If you count all of the nine-tailed foxes that I just foddered away early game to make 6 stars, I could have totally had a water nine-tailed fox by now, but I don't. And that makes me a little sad on the inside. Light nine-tailed fox is your most wanted LD Nat 4. Bobby, light nine-tailed fox is pretty cool, and she's definitely got some uses in like Rift Beast. Like if you're a mid game player and you're looking to get into these Rift Beast, she is primo if you're like mid game player in these Rift Beasts, because you can stick her in the front line and she turns into a god because the fight goes a real long time. But in every other scenario that you use her in, the problem is, and here's what Comtuous needs to do to fix her, okay? She uses a turn to power up, okay? That's broken, right? This skill is super cool because it powers her up, right? Each time she uses it, she gets more attack power and more defense, right? And it cleanses her and increases her hit points. But the problem is, it requires a turn. Okay? It's a turn that she's using healing herself and powering up, and she's not using that turn to do damage. And most of the scenarios where a player like myself would try to use light nine-tailed fox, every other monster is just going to do more damage, because by the time she's powered up, the fight's over with. And then to top it all off, when she powers up to the maximum, she still keeps powering up. She keeps using that stupid move like it's a buff. They need to fix her AI. They need to make it to where she powers up automatically without using a turn, or it gives her an extra turn. And then they need to like if she has full hit points and she's all powered up, they need to change her AI to where she doesn't use it. Then she would be crazy cool. I could fuse skill ups for Ninetales Kexta, but that requires a lot of essence, and it's going to require a lot of summons for me to get wind harpies and wind Amazons. I'm going to start saving wind harpies and wind amazons, but not right now. What do we want to do with this? What do we want to do with this? Let's do like a YOLO. Can we YOLO his? He's got a healer. He's got a speed leader, and I just want to YOLO him. What do we want to? We'll play a little safer. Maybe like suit. No, it's full YOLO. Full YOLO. Lure. Full YOLO. Lure. Can my team with no healer and my gimped attack speed leader, can it beat his team with crazy water fairy king and crazy healer? And who's better? Who's better, me or him? And he's got a transmog too. Look at that. Look at that. He's got the water oracle transmog. Who's better? Who's better? I don't know. Let's see. You know what? I got this crazy thing, and this crazy thing that I got is called Lure, and it's called Jameir, and it's called Tiana, and it's called like crazy good CC. I'm gonna knock your attack bar back and reduce your cooldowns and stuff. Should we use this move again? No, we shouldn't. We should use this move. And then we leave this Fairy King alone, right? We just let this Fairy King die. We let him stay alive, okay? And then yeah, I think it's settled. I'm better. It doesn't matter. Anyway, we got to reset again. GG, fun stuff. I love Lure. I think I'm gonna do a Lure featurette video or stream kind of soon, man, because the Lure change is just amazing. So much fun, man. So much fun. Water nine-tailed fox is such an amazing monster nowadays, like as a 6-star, and because of the attack power to all water monsters leader skill, just incredibly useful, especially for Rift Beast, right? I really want her for Rift Beast. I want an attack power to all water monsters leader skills for like guild wars and stuff. I want the ability to remove buffs. I want this crazy shield. I want to sleep stuff. I love sleeping stuff. Animal is so much fun. I want Soha, and I want her skilled up. But you know what? As a younger player, I foddered away 20 nine-tailed foxes into Chammy, the fire one, and to make a bunch of 6-stars. Mr. Tellez, I'm gonna do a Lure featurette, okay? And we'll go into detail, but he's Despair Will, okay? And he's crazy fast, all right? And he's got accuracy, all right? So mine has actually got speed, accuracy, and HPs, okay? And with the change to where this always does a crushing hit, it makes him a lot of fun in like for those specific arena offense CC type comps. It's just fun. It's fun to change stuff up every now and then, you know? Instead of doing the normal, I'm just going to cleave you with Tiana like this, okay? Like what's an easy way to maybe fight this guy? Use something like this, right? It gives me another toy to play around with, and I absolutely love it. That and I want to break him out for I'm definitely gonna play with Lure in some like TOA hard this rotation, Rune like that. I think that would be. I think that's gonna be a lot of fun. Oh come on, why you gotta miss armor break on the important monsters? Francisco, what did you say? I'm getting to Guardian 1 and 2 more often. Thanks for the recommendation on Speed Mo Long, and you changed Perna to Speed Perna. That's always good to hear. Stuff like that is always really good to hear. Give me a Despair Stun. Can you use Lure without Tiana? Yeah, Kegsta. Have you seen the videos on my channel from like over a year ago of me wrecking face with lure, like back in the day when Galleon was like a brand new monster. Yeah, heck yeah. Then am I gonna wreck a lot of people with lure at this rank without Tiana? Yeah, but I'd have to build maybe some different monsters to use him with, or use some combinations that I don't necessarily have like ready as a preset. You can't use him without a buff stripper unless you make him slow. Okay. So if you're gonna use lure and make him fast, you gotta use a buff stripper. Okay. If you want to use lure without Tiana, what you do is you use him in a team that's just like totally slow on purpose, right? Like you would do something like this, right? Like you take your buff stripper and you take your lure and you take like a monster that does massive AoE with like hit points, right? And you would use it like that, right? Now, am I gonna do this for that? No. Because my Kumar I only think has runes on. so like I wouldn't necessarily be doing that. But you could, okay? You just have to have the right AoE monsters. Like, I don't know. Is there somebody at this rank that I could probably take lure in again against with it? Yeah, we could do this. Could we do this? I think we could probably do this. The only problem with that one, that team has a Juno. Okay. Let's do this. Okay. Lure without Tiana. Let's try it. There's a whole bunch of crazy water stuff. We're gonna bring a lure. Okay. And we're gonna bring some crazy water AoE monsters. Okay. And we're not gonna bring a buff stripper, but instead we will bring a secondary. Or should we bring a buff stripper? See, the thing about this guy, he's gonna have wheel runes, okay? He's gonna have wheel runes. He's gonna go really fast, and I'm gonna need Tiana. I'm gonna need a Praha to get the buffs off of Rakan. So you would do something like this, right? If you're gonna use a fast lure, you have to use some sort of a buff stripper because these crazy tanky teams, they're gonna have wheel runes. Like, oh, my lure is faster than my Praha. Well, that was fail. See, this is why. I'm not even going to use predictive future yet. Okay. Just do this for now. Yeah, that's a crit, and probably game over. Because I lost like half my CC and a lot of damage. Yeah, that's fail. That's fail because I don't even use my lure with my Praha, and I didn't even know their speed tuning, right? So yeah, lesson learned, when you make cleave sets in arena, you make them and you know what you're doing, okay? You don't just impromptu cleave sets, because if you don't formulate your cleave set and actually do your speed tuning, you're gonna fail miserably. And then life isn't gonna be fun. Let's do one more. I keep getting legendary fatal defense runes. What would this be useful for? Fire martial artist. There you go. That's the only use for them. If you pair him with Megan, and you give him crazy amounts of defense and crazy amounts of attacks and crit rate and crit damage, he actually does pretty respectable damage. But the problem is his stats are still terrible. He's still a 3-star monster, and Megan just isn't good enough support for like the fire stuff that he does necessarily. But yeah, you could hold on to them for the fire martial artist. Well, one of these days there's going to be like a dungeon or something where fire martial artist is going to come in really handy. I have one 6-star, and I decked him out because I thought he'd be really cool to maybe try out in some of the, like on the front line of some of these rifts. And I put some amazing runes on him, and I still couldn't make him good. I tried. I tried to give Sin some love. I tried really hard, but there are just so many other monsters that do a better job of what he does. You know, he's a good example of one of those monsters that does armor break, and then if you get a violent proc, he can do really good damage. Right? He's got armor break on his second skill, right? But there's so many other monsters that do the same thing that do it much better. Bark, Theo, etc. Okay, so 4 scrolls. I'm gonna pop 4 scrolls. Let's see what we get, and then as soon as I get like 4 or 5 more scrolls, I'll pop on. We'll find something fun to talk about. Do a guild war. Do a little bit of arena. I got some vacation time coming up, and so I definitely think I'm going to be popping on here for some more interesting streams and rants this weekend and the beginning of next week. No shaving, no haircut until Come to Us gives me a Nat 5 that is not a repeat. And I'm not going to do any mystical summons or crystal summons or exclusives just now. I might end up saving exclusives for this rotation right here. He seems so good, you know, and he's in stones now, right? Or I might do him here. I'm going to do some stones here, or I'm going to do some stones here, but not here. Not here. Unless we just want to do one and see what we get. Let's just do one. Charger Shark. Yeah. The the hair, it's just gonna go. It's gonna go, and it's not gonna get cut until I get a new Nat 5 that's not a repeat, and it's gonna happen on stream. I'm not gonna summon it off stream and come back with a haircut and be like, oh, I shave now because I got a Nat 5. Nope. I'm just gonna do the scrolls on stream from now until we get a Nat 5. Yeah, cool stuff. He's the Water Fairy King is in stones, and if you want to, you can buy yourself overpowered runes with crystals. Mark, you're not late. All the videos they go up on YouTube when we're done. But yeah, thanks everybody for hanging out. Hope it was fun. We'll be back again pretty soon with a couple more random summons for our no shave quest till Nat 5. Till next time, peoples.